the supernatural.
Download the Legacy Edition of Spirit Blade, a full past audio drama, for free at spiritblade.com.
Pre-show music. This is the pre-show music. Pre-show music playing strong. Pre-show music playing along. This is the pre-show music, so you can relax and have a good time while you wait for pictures to appear. Pre-show music, it's the best thing in the world. Pre-show music, tell me what rhymes with world. Pre-show music. Pre-show music, hear everybody sing pre-show music. This is the pre-show music. Pre-show music playing strong. Pre-show music playing along. This is the pre-show music, so you can relax and have a good time while you wait for pictures to appear. Pre-show music, it's the best thing in the world. Pre-show music, tell me what rhymes with world. Pre-show music here. Hey! Well, that got obnoxious really fast. Hey, you guys. Starting just a hair later than I wanted, and with things not the way I want them, because YouTube has changed some things, forced some changes on me. And so the description, I don't think, has been updated to what I want it to be. I tried to switch over to the old YouTube settings, or the old YouTube, what do you call it? Inner thing that you interact with. And it wasn't having any of that. So that just sucks. Hang on a second here. Okay, I gotta keep that there, and keep that there. All these changes. And isn't that the name of the game these days? We're all just adapting to changes in our lives. But hopefully this will be a nice little break from maybe some of the changes you've been having to adapt to. Hello, Rugged Warrior, Reed Benson, and Adam Collings. Thanks for coming, you guys. Let me know, please, if there's anything that I can adjust for you in terms of, like, sound. The picture quality for my picture-in-picture camera is not what I would like it to be. It's not ideal. I had to reduce the picture quality as part of my ongoing testing to prevent my stream from my recording, actually, just the software itself. It even happens offline, from kind of lagging and stuttering and stuff. I've noticed that just recently. It took me a while to notice it because it's not constantly happening. But it's frequent enough that I needed to deal with it. And I still don't know what the cause is. I think I can trace it back to when I was forced to upgrade to Windows 10 in January. So I don't know. I don't know what this technology wants from me. But the rest of the picture hopefully is okay. The game picture is hopefully okay. Hopefully the audio is okay. But if you ever want to hear more of the game than me, then let me know. Or more of me than the game, let me know. Whatever you guys would like to hear more of, just let me know in the chat. But without any further ado, we're going to get on with the theme of this live stream, which, if the title was updated correctly, is not backlog burn. What the crap is this? It would normally be backlog burn. This is, I changed it this year to bang for your buck. I knew it was a B thing. Bang for your buck. Bang for buck. Livestream 2020. I labeled it 2020 just in case this becomes a thing I do in future years, but normally this time of year I'd be doing my backlog burn live stream, but no, I thought it might be a little extra handy right about now to remind people of some game options that they may have in their library already, similar to like the Quarantine Escape Hatch series that I've been doing on the YouTube channel, or that are cheaply available, but that also, in particular for this live stream, just have a ton of play value for and that are worth coming back to even if you've already played them. I think that's probably true of all these games. But the main thing, you know, is low price compared to the massive amounts of time that you can spend with these games. And of course, I'm also picking games that I think are good, you know, because there are definitely, like, I could have put Two Worlds on this list, which I think you can get really cheaply, and I certainly enjoy it, and lots of hours out of that, but I'm a rare bird, I think, when it comes to the original Two Worlds. So that was not put on the list. I tried to just put games that I thought other people would enjoy. So I'm gonna count down tonight on a list of 20 games. I'm not gonna play all 20. I don't have time for that. We got 4 hours and less with all of my yammering. I'm gonna play maybe about 6 of them along the way, but we'll just keep it in the countdown. Coming in at 20. So this is, of the list tonight, the least bang for your buck, but still considerable bang for your buck. And that's Mad Max on PlayStation 4. And I especially like having this one on the list because a lot of people skipped this one. A lot of people missed it. Hey, Gabriel. Yeah, and speaking of Gabriel, he actually is one of our patrons over at patreon.com/SpiritBlade Productions, and I put it out on the table and said, hey guys, before I do this live stream, here's the games that are on my list, which there's some, like, a handful of last-minute additions last night. But here's the games on the list. Are there any of these you'd especially like to see a little bit more deeply, to consider if maybe you would want to check them out? And so the first one that Gabriel listed was Mad Max. And Gabriel, I'm actually going to get to one or two of the other ones that you mentioned too. Anyway, so Mad Max. Let's get into it. Oh, first, I got to do the whole format thing that I'm doing. I went through and I looked at the price that's available, the cheapest price I could find, either downloadably or physical copy online. I did not factor in shipping. So all the prices I'm going to give tonight for each of these games, you need to factor in shipping. And that's because with people living all over the world, you know, shipping's going to be different. And so I know that sucks because that is a significant factor to consider. And there's just other elements of how I'm doing this that are not going to be scientific and as precise as I'd like them to be. But hopefully you'll still get a basic idea. Even if it's not super accurate, you'll get a relative idea, at least, from one game to the other, of like how much bang for buck you get in a given game. So this one is approximately $23 used on Amazon plus shipping. I used howlongtobeat.com to get average play times of all different play styles, whether it's completionists or people just mainlining the story or whatever, all that kind of average together. And then I also include, where I could, my hours that I've put into the game and gotten enjoyment out of it, you know, how much I've gotten out of it. Oh, this isn't the right, I don't want to load this save. I loaded the wrong save. Let's see here. So, on How Long to Beat, the average playtime to beat this game is 38 hours. For me, 57 is how much I've put in, and I haven't put in a ton after beating the game. Maybe I put in 10 of those hours after beating the game, so maybe 47 for me to actually beat it, you know, and then I stuck around and did, you know, a bunch of the open world stuff. And so that, for my playtime, gives me a Pater's price per hour of 40 cents per hour. 40 cents per hour on this game. Which, man, that's the most expensive price rate you're going to see tonight. It's 40 cents per hour. And, let's see, look at this. It's hard to gauge here, because it says 19 days, 3 hours and 48 minutes. I hate it when they do that. Some games will do that. And I was like, just tell me in hours, because I don't think they really mean 24-hour days when they say that. Because there's no way I put 19 times 24 hours into this game. Load. Yes, I want to load this one. So this is a... let's see, I want to make sure there's no questions for me I want to address. No, Gabriel, this is not not a family-friendly start, and if you tune in about 30 minutes, I'll be moving on to Final Fantasy, and yeah, it's a mix though. This is not going to be a family-friendly kind of game selection here. Adam, this game doesn't technically fit with the movies. I mean, it's just a different story in the adventures of Mad Max, so I think it is, you know, maybe if you're not aware of every single little detail in the Mad Max movies, that this one would be compatible. I found it to be roughly compatible with the movie. It's like, I can make it work kind of in my head, you know. Yeah, Adam, unless you can buy the game as a download, no shipping then. Yes, but what I did is looked for the cheapest price, and you know, it might be actually on the PlayStation Store. Now that you mention that, it might actually be a $20 game, as part of their like PlayStation hits, even though I don't think it was a hit. A lot of people just skipped this game and missed out on it. And let me try to find something exciting to do. That's going to be a little bit tricky, you know. One of the things that I dislike about this game, which unfortunately is going to kind of be showcased right now, is that once you, you know, I'll just choose a spot really far away to drive to. How about here? Once you finish the story... Oh, here we go. Here I can get into some trouble. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Whoa! Oh man, I haven't played this in a while. This is gonna be brutal. Oh crap! Oh, Max! Alright, let's... Thunderpoon, there we go. Let's just do that real quick. Alright. So, that was like my most powerful attack. I need to give this guy a chance to fix my car.
Repairs now.
But once you complete the game and like really do all the there are these caravans that you can attack out on the map, and those are some of the best experiences. These open world highway chase fights, as opposed to the story missions, which are still really awesome. Just one or two of them are more restrictive than I want them to be, but for the most part, you know, it's not lame time limits and stuff. You know, the caravans will just kind of go in a giant loop on their caravan trail, and whatever path they take throughout the wasteland. And those are just some awesome, really enjoyable fights. But the biggest caravan fights are then permanently removed from the game. They're cleared from the game. And I want the ability, as in, say, Far Cry 3, to reset the world so that so it can be repopulated with a bunch of bad guys. Even though I've brought peace largely to the wasteland now, I want to undo that peace because that's when the game is the most fun. And I've got all these great upgrades now. You know, you spend your whole time playing through the game, upgrading and almost making entirely new cars from scratch. All the different parts you can find. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. How do I do this? Oh, dang. Oh, jeez. I didn't know I was going to do that. Oh, I just saw the red dot and I started looking for the bad guys. Is he gonna chase me? I don't think he's gonna chase me. Alright. Well, I gotta look for trouble elsewhere. Boy, for a moment there, if I wouldn't have gotten so overwhelmed trying to get back into the game, there was 3 of those cars running around chasing me. Oh, Rugged Warrior says it was a PlayStation Plus game a few years ago. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I remember that. There you go, Rugged Warrior. Thank you. $20 in the PlayStation Store. Okay. So my bad. So then that would bring the price per hour down from 40. If somebody wants to take $20 and divide that by 57, you'll get the accurate price per hour on this one. Maybe that might even bump it up on the list a little bit. I don't know. We'll see if that improves its rank enough to get it past number 19. But yeah, unfortunately I have this largely vacant world. I could, you know... I didn't want to do this, but I'll go ahead and do it. I'll load this other save that I have, and I'll probably get killed, but at least you'll get to see a little bit more action. Because this other save I have is from much earlier in the game where I don't have most of my weapons and stuff, and when I tested that save earlier today, it had me in the middle of a mission that I was like, I don't remember how to use the sniper rifle. I better just do my other game save and just go look for trouble, but trouble's being a little bit too hard to find right now. Hey, Scribbling Scribe. He says, greetings from Everhot Mesa. Yep, we're both enjoying this heat, although it's gonna get so much worse, as you know. Let's see here. So yeah, let's load this one up. And at least this way, before I die, you'll get to see a little bit more of the slow-mo car combat, which is the coolest feature in this game. And I can't believe there aren't more...
I can take him out with a sniper rifle.
No, we're not going to do that, Max.
I have a few rounds. Make them count.
Let's see. Okay, so I got a level... Warning, return to Dead Baron's Pass. Are you going to make me cancel out of the mission? Fine, let's cancel out of the mission and just reload me somewhere else. Okay, reload me somewhere else. Continue. Unless you're going to put me right back there and force me to do that. Then I might be a little bit hosed. Oh, Reed Benson says, funny, we're supposed to get frost tonight. Well, you enjoy. Actually, it's not bad yet, and I'm even in my office, which is one of the warmest rooms in the house, because our windows are so bad. We're finally getting them replaced.
I see them.
Oh.
Take him out with a sniper rifle.
Okay.
The long shot.
Oh, I have a few rounds.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can figure this out. L1 to aim. So this is something that you're not using a ton, but it is a relevant element of the game. Now, okay. Right trigger to fire. I'm right triggering. Oh. Okay, let's try this again.
You're a wizard. The long shot is your one.
Shh. I have to concentrate.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, of course, your wizardship. My seals are sealed.
Okay. We ready to drive to Dead Baron's Pass now? Is that everybody? Alright, let's see here. So there's my harpoon. So okay, at least I have that.
See? The scrap line. Let us crush it!
Man, I think this is really early in the story. I just don't remember,
Keep your head down. I'm gonna take a look.
Yes. But please, hurry back.
Oh.
Bad terrain. Risky.
Let's see here. Reach lookout point and scout the jaw. So this is the other side of Mad Max, and that is the combat.
Yes, gladly. It is my sacred place.
Which I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. What was the trick to that? It was... I can't remember. There's a button combo where you can totally cheese the combat in this game so that you always block when you need to block. Gosh, well, I'll tell you what would be nice. is if I could just cancel out of this mission. Oh well, I'll just go for a little bit here. See if I can find my way in. I was much more prepared to do some of this game out on the road than here. But this is worth seeing as well. I just forgot how to play, so this is probably going to go really bad really fast. Now, the key in cheesing the combat was to go back and forth between two of the combat buttons, basically, so that you could always be guaranteed to dodge when you need to dodge, and then also keep attacking. Okay, there, turn my light off, I don't want that. Let's see here, and then, what's my, okay, binoculars, and then drink water, which can give me some HP back. Get this ammo. And, you know, it was criticized a lot for the combat and just kind of how easy it was to cheese. Use evade to avoid barge attacks from the shielded enemies and strike or shoot when their back is turned. Well, I don't know if I can do that. Evade. I'm not going to evade. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, yeah, see, I can't do it. Okay. 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 Alright. Yeah, I can't remember what buttons do what. Come on now. Okay, I think I gotta break his shield. Oh, he got me. Almost got me again. Well, we're getting some work done on that shield. Oof. There we go, and we're getting closer. Okay, now let's get this weapon here. That's gotta be useful, right? Okay, so it's triangle to... So yeah, it's triangle square, just over and over again. Triangle square, triangle square, triangle square, triangle square. And as long as I keep triangle squaring, I can take all these guys on. Unless one of them has like a thing that I have to specifically do the dodge roll for. Nice, okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, wrong button. Let's see, Scribbling Scribe says, have you ever played Torchlight 2? It is an ARPG akin to the Diablo games, and I've been playing it recently. It's good. It was on PC for years, finally on consoles now. Yeah, I waited for a long time myself to see that come to consoles, and I did snatch it up. Not right away like I thought I might, because there were some other games at the time to review that I had to make a little bit more of a priority. But, yeah, and I've started into it, and I dig it. I'm not quite in the mood for a Diablo clone in recent months, but I really did enjoy what I've played so far, so it's there waiting for me. But I enjoyed the first one. Played the crap out of that first one on Xbox 360. So yeah, and that reminds me, I wanted to mention... you guys are encouraged, however long you're here and whenever you like, to just give a shout out. You don't have to give stats on it, but just give a shout out to a game that you have found to have a lot of bang for its buck. Preferably a game that would still be, you know, a bang for a buck purchase today, you know, that isn't like a collectible item now. But even if, you know, you just remember that it was at least cheap when you got it, and you just got a ton of playtime out of it, shout it out, and I'll, you guys, of course, can track that in the chat, and then for people watching this later, I'll try to keep an eye out for those and mention them myself. What do you want me to do?
That must be it. We're not ready to take that on. Not without some preparation.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, let's close binoculars. Great. Return to chum. All right, let's hang on to this just in case. One of the things that gives this a lot of replay value, or a lot of play value, excuse me, is all the activities in the open world. There's just tons of stuff. I don't know if you can see it on the map here. Oh man, I am early in this game in this save. But like, as you can see, you know, there's at each of these locations, scavenging location, and then it's like a Ubisoft game in that regard. You know, History Relic 1, Scrap 2, and if you just like open world games about checking boxes, then, you know, you got a lot to enjoy here. But the vehicle combat is really the star of this thing. I can't believe that more games haven't imitated this and, you know, made a game that didn't have to bother with a movie license.
Drill to shield the nose.
Oof.
Hunchback can make it happen if I bring him the parts.
So, like, here's some scrap and collect. And that's all useful, too. It's not merely collectible items. Oh, this was just a little side place. Oh, wait, no. Is that... No, that's a window. Okay. Sounds like the Batman Begins music. And there's like races you can do, which I'm not into because I don't like anything that has a time limit, time constraints, you know, because I'm just not a quick thinker. Give me time. Give me time to think. This was, man, this came out, what is this, 2015 that this came out? Has it been that long already? It's got to be one of the first video games I reviewed on YouTube. And I think it came out before, like, the same year and just months before Fallout 4. Because I remember thinking this would kind of tide me over until Fallout 4 came along. Oops. That was a bit of a fall there. Oh well. Hey, more scrap! Better get it. So yeah, all the collectible things, with maybe a few exceptions, are meaningful. They upgrade your stronghold, or they upgrade your oops, took a little tumble there. Or they upgrade your car.
Your plans for this car, building it up. You gotta do it before we can get past the jaw.
These black fingers are ready to dance, Saint. Oh, yeah, and I know just the steps too. It's called the Jack, a wasteland classic. We pull it off and our chances of survival grow tenfold.
And the harpoon?
Soon, soon. But she needs the basics first, huh? The car's weak.
Agreed.
Let's return to Jeets first, huh? Then I'll show you the plans.
Alright, need to get past the jaw to get to Gastown, however that would be suicide. Unless we get the Magnum Opus in better shape. Magnum Opus is Chum's car. It's not the one that Max classically has, because you lose that at the beginning of the game. This game also goes, it's a great, you know, Adam, you asked earlier if it has anything to do with the movie.
Oh no, buzzard hunters moving closer.
Well, what do you want me to do, Chum? Where am I supposed to go? I don't even know. Let's go here. It looks like where we're supposed to go. It's a great companion to Fury Road, and I think in part because they did a lot of consulting with the creator and director of those movies and Fury Road, of course. And so, like, Fury Road has become one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. Just a great experience, powerful experience. And I think without fail, every time I feel like playing this game once I'm done with that. Alright, so I hold down L1 to go into slow motion mode. And he's not quite close enough that I can get him here, but let me see if I can turn off. Oh, let's see here. How do I... There we go. Fire harpoon. Quick pull. Gotta wait for it to charge up again. Level 3 harpoon required. Okay, can't do that. Sometimes you can, like, yank the driver out if you get a good angle on him. Let's see. Is he gonna highlight for me? Come on. No? Oh, dang. Can I get one of his wheels? I forgot how weak your harpoon starts out. Okay, we're just gonna get out of here if we can. But you can hold down that L1 as long as you want. You can take your sweet time lining up your shots.
Long shot will regret throwing and let it us.
Still really a nice looking game too. I don't have many complaints. There was one mission about 3/4 of the way through the game, maybe a little more, that is a timed mission. It's a timed race mission that I was like, I do not know how in the world I'm supposed to beat this. Because you have to get like second place or first place or some crap like that. And I thankfully the game had been out long enough that other frustrated players had just figured out some cheap workarounds. I was like, I will take a cheap workaround. So all in all, you know, I really don't have any serious complaints about this game. Really have enjoyed my time with it. The one complaint again that I would have is that you don't let me reset the world, and I wonder if they would have allowed me to reset the world. If the game had sold better and gotten more support, but I don't think it was a big hit. And it did get some updates, in fact one like 3 years after it released, but it was seemingly just for bug fixes, and it had an oddly huge download size. I don't know what that was about, but just being able to reset the open world and repopulate it with those caravans at least, if not, you know, the other kind of bad guys that kind of reduce as you clear out areas, would have been really nice. But I've been away from it long enough now that I almost feel ready to jump back in and play it again. You know, it's I've got too many other games. I'm not actually tempted to do that, but I mean, it's really, really a good experience. So that's my number 20. And as it happens, I am also going to play number 19, the very next one on the list, which is Final Fantasy XII. And I'll be looking at the Zodiac Age version. Let me change the game title over here. Adam, I'm a little surprised to hear that you haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road yet. I mean, except that it may not be, you know, your type of movie. It is a dark movie in a really sad world with a lot of just broken lives. I mean, it's populated entirely by broken, savagely broken people, you know? So I can see why, you know, many people maybe haven't ever gotten around to seeing it, but I just think because you're Australian, that even if it wasn't normally your type of movie, you might consider making an exception out of national pride. I don't know. Adam Calling says, haven't really played any games that you can keep playing after they're over. Even L.A. Noire, which was open world, scrolled the credits at the end. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Especially if they don't give you a warning that you're not going to be able to like get back into your game and into the world. So, Final Fantasy XII. Just a quick stats on this one. Now, my experience with this game has largely been the PlayStation 2 version. And so I would suggest that your playtime might be faster if you get the Zodiac Age, because it gives you the option to speed up how fast the game is running. You know, like for example, probably just get back into it here. I can hit L1 and suddenly everything goes into super fast mode. So if I want the battles to speed up, then they'll do that. It's like if you're really doing well and a little bit over leveled, maybe you could just fly through combat. I don't recommend doing that. It's got a nice visual upgrade. It's got a new. I don't think it's. It might not be orchestral, but it's an upgraded MIDI soundtrack at the very least. Yeah, so it's just a nice big game to just kind of explore and kind of groove with for a while. In fact, when I was playing it on PlayStation 2, it was one of the first games that I ever listened to a podcast. I know a lot of people do that now. They'll have a category of games called podcast games that you just put on a podcast and play. Now I do that very, very frequently. But this was one of the first games that I was like, yeah, I want to listen to something and just kind of groove in this world, So the Zodiac Age, which you can get on PlayStation 4, and I think on Xbox One, I'm pretty sure as well. About $30 if you get on Amazon. It was pretty close to the digital price as well. And I'm not giving you any sale prices, so I mean you can always wait for sales on any of the games that I'm mentioning, which I usually do. But it's about $30 what you'll be able to get it for. The How Long to Beat average is 93 hours. The Pater hours is 108. 108 and counting because of my second playthrough here. I didn't count any of my hours put into this playthrough yet, so my current playthrough would actually I've probably put maybe, 30 hours into it already, maybe less. Anyway, going off of my 108 hours at the $30 price point, Pater's price per hour is 28 cents per hour on this game. So let's get into it here. This has a real-time with pause style of combat, where your teammates all basically have, I'm not doing anything right now. They're all doing this. They have AI commands that they will follow given the circumstances, called gambits. So if I go here, so see, these are all like the things that she's going to do, and the closer to the top they are, the higher prioritized they are. So, in the middle of combat going on, she's not going to heal an ally that has less than 70%. All of these things are more important for her to do. So if there's a foe and it's the party leader's target, she's going to attack it. If there's a foe and it's weak to water, she'll use the aqua spell on it, so on and so forth. So anyway, you get the idea here. These are just kind of AI commands, and you can grow this list, unlock more options and stuff through this thing called the license board. Right now, I actually want to make sure, because I was testing this save earlier and noticed that she... well, first off, I don't want a high potion here. Let's do a spell instead. Let's do... Cura, and let's be a little more conservative. I don't want to wait until they're down to less than 40% health. Let's say once they're less than 50%. And yeah. Let's see how this works for me. So then, you can stop combat anytime and give a more specific command to any one of your party members. Like you would in, say, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Icewind Dale 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, or more recently, Dragon Age Origins. It's very, very similar. But otherwise, you just kind of see how your AI tactics, your AI strategy that you implement in the menus plays out in moment-to-moment combat for a while. And then when you need to go in and change it up, you do. This guy's ugly. Look at that. He's got like extra eyes inside of his mouth or something. What is going on in there? Let's see here. Scribbling Scribe says Final Fantasy XII is like wine, gets better with age. I really didn't appreciate how the battle system worked when I first played it. You and me both, Scribbling Scribe. But over the years, it has grown on me. Final Fantasy X is still the best, though. LOL. Yeah, this one has my favorite combat system, I think, of the Final Fantasy games, but it's not my favorite story at all. The story is so political and convoluted. I mean, I guess if you liked the story in Final Fantasy Tactics and could follow all that, you know, mumbo-jumbo, names of places and people and swords, then you might be able to follow the story here, but not me. Did not hold my interest. But you get quest markers put on the map, so, you know, for the most part, you know, this was one of the first Final Fantasy games I really wouldn't have needed a strategy guide for to get through. How are we all doing on health? Doing pretty good. So then if you're feeling really confident, which I'm not necessarily, you can speed up combat and just watch your dudes go to town. And, you know, it's just toggling L1. And so, you know, if at some point it does get a little slow for you, then you can speed things up. But that is going to reduce your value in price per hour because it's going to speed up your overall experience. But one thing that I retroactively like about this game is the hunts that you can go on. There are these hunt boards in towns where you can take on these optional hunts for monsters that are out in the wild. Sound familiar? I've recently, you know, in the last couple of years, become a big fan of the Monster Hunter franchise. Well, theoretically, I've only played a little bit of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, but I really have loved playing Monster Hunter World. I need to be going north. And so the idea of kind of doing that with a different combat system really is appealing to me. Because that was a hurdle with Monster Hunter World for me, is the combat system. Oh, somebody's been silenced. Okay, so here'd be an example. Just gonna go in here, Fran, let's see, Bosch, and I want you to keep attacking, so Pinello, let's fix that problem. Sometimes they rename the curative items, and so I gotta remember which one does it now? Is it like named after a bell, or echo something, or... Let's your fix down, remedy. I don't want to use up my remedies. I probably passed it once already. Dispel. Oh gosh, unless I'm out. Unless I'm out of the items I need. It's not the Chronos tier right now. Oh crap. Okay, so she is silenced. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Is there somewhere around here? I guess I gotta get to that crystal, and then I can warp from that crystal. Alright. So we gotta go north, and then we're gonna go east. And that crystal will get me to a place where I can buy something to fix my silenced problem. I can't believe I don't have any supplies to deal with that. Let's see, does she... I wonder if by any chance Fran has anything that could help with that. Nope. Nope. Dang it. And they all share the same pool of items, so... Alright, so, we gotta go north. Hi, Aaron. Yes, this is Final Fantasy XII. And yeah, I think the remaster really looks great. Alright, where am I? Am I getting any closer here? Yeah, so we gotta just, gonna have to mix it up here for a minute. Oh crap, they're sleeping! Oh crap. Can anybody do anything? Let's see, silenced. Okay. I shouldn't have gone into super speed mode. I'm not ready for that in this area. So, I know I got something for that. You have some for that, right? Oh, jeez. Do I not have something for that? Okay, can I just whack him? Let's do that. Yeah. You can hit your own party members. So, yeah. Wake up! Wake the crap up! Alright. There we go. Oh man, this is bad business. They're silenced. They're both silenced. I have got to, maybe I should just run. Alright. We gotta go. How do we go again? Oh my gosh, we're about to all get petrified. Where am I? Okay, I gotta turn that off. That was messing me up. So we're going this way. And then there's the flee button. Right trigger to flee. Right trigger to flee. And is right on my tail. Where's the map here? So we gotta go, okay, just a little bit up and then around that corner. Keep on a-running. Keep on a-running. My gosh! How could I run out of so many supplies? This is just a terrible, terrible situation. It's what happens when I do these streams where I just play games that I haven't played in a while, and sometimes I will spend a little bit of time trying to reacquaint myself with, okay, where did I leave off? What was I thinking? But there's just ways I can't prepare. Alright, yes, great. Yes, I will take this. Great, okay, good. Now, I have got... I only have 4 stones. That sucks. Okay, but I gotta use it. I gotta do it. Unless... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll do it. So... I guess... Let's go here. Tell me there's a store nearby in the location I've chosen. You're just a map seller, aren't you? Oh, maybe not. Maybe you got more stuff. Okay, good. So... Slow and stop. Confuse. Echo herbs. Man. What happened there, Pater? Good gravy. So, we want to keep a goodly supply of these. And then, do we want like... Oh, I don't think he has any alarm clocks. I think that's what you need to wake somebody up. Okay, I've got gold needles. That's good, because there's guys with petrify in that area. Oh, I've got a ton of princess's kisses. So, crap. That's what I need for sleep. Alright. Oil, good. Phoenix down. Oh, let's get a few more of those. Just to be safe. And then potions. Oh, you don't have any high potions, huh? Well, I'll just get, I don't know, that many more, I guess. Alright. Well, I don't need to hear what you're saying. Now... now we go back. Ugh. And I gotta use this, I gotta use my teleport stone again. Alright. That sucks a little bit. Where was I, anyway? Way down at the bottom here was a Cheetah Uplands, I think? Let's give that a try. Aaron L. asked, Peter, did you ever play Rage 2? Yes, I did a trial and error review of that one. That's up on the youtube.com/christiangeekcentral. And it ended up not being the game for me, unfortunately. But there were some elements that I liked about it. But yeah, just in totality, it wasn't pulling me in. Okay, so I still need... I'm making my way north. Straight north, northeast to Arcades. I only wish it wasn't so far. Yeah, very true. Very true. I think I will eventually come back to... Oops. Yeah, going right. We're going east first. I think I will eventually come back to fill out the map here. When I eventually come back to this game. Too many games. I would not mind. I actually would not mind if the potential delays we're hearing about for next-gen consoles actually happened. I wouldn't mind. Because I have plenty of good games. There we go. Okay. Yeah, these textures really do a lot. Even though, I mean, like, I think it's the same polygon count, you know? But I think just at a glance, all the textures do a nice job to, I mean, not bring it up to real PS4 quality, but, I mean, it looks better to me than most 360 games. So it seems to put it somewhere between Xbox 360 and PS4 quality. Really nice. And I also like that, you know, you can... I mean, this was more of a novelty, you know, back when the Matrix came out. You know, when games would allow you, for one reason or another, to freeze, and they just kind of, like, move the camera around in the middle of the action, you know? I used to enjoy doing that. This isn't really an open-world game, but, I mean... I think it feels like an open-world game in terms of its size, you know, and just the freedom to explore, even though there are certainly areas that are gated by difficulty. I mean, you're gonna, you know, there'll be certain areas where you're just gonna realize, oh crap, I'm not strong enough to be here, you know. Which I actually kind of like in an RPG, because then I get to, as long as, you know, there's not too much grinding, you know, just the right amount of grinding can feel good to go and do and get more powerful, and then you come back and take on the guys that used to hand you your butt. Speaking of, I don't know if I can take on this guy. Let's go check him out. How's our health doing? Well, yeah, we're all doing pretty good. Looks like we probably haven't hit that 70% mark yet. All right, let's see what happens here. Now, let me get a look at this guy. So he's weak to water. I wonder if I have my gambits set up correctly. If I do have them set up correctly, then... Oops, let's see here. Then Fran should be using some kind of... She should use Aqua on him. So let's see what Fran does here, if I can watch her for a minute. No? Oh, okay. No, she's attacking. So, I need to reorder my gambits a little bit here. Oh, you know what? I think I did that because there was a time where I didn't want her, I didn't want her blowing through all of her MP so fast. And so I think what I did was I made this a higher priority, when in fact, right now, I'd like to move it down to here. I could move it all the way down here, but, you know, just for the time being, we'll move it right here. And now that she's going to prioritize attacking water-weak foes with Aqua, rather than attacking the party leader's target with a normal attack. So let's see, she was already... There she goes, here comes Aqua. Oh, but he's dead. Okay.
the supernatural.
Download the Legacy Edition of Spirit Blade, a full past audio drama, for free at spiritblade.com.